Do 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 do. It's getting close to Halloween, folks. If not already by the time you see this video, so I've decided to wear the scariest costume ever. An emoji mask. Just kidding. I actually wore this for Halloween when I was trick-or-treating, and this goes beautifully with it. But that aside, this is a beautiful Halloween video. We've set the ambiance with some lighting here, some very, very dim lighting, to scare some things, and we have some interesting guests joining us. So, what I thought I wanted to talk about today was a Pokemon theory, because Tuesdays are traditionally reserved for Pokemon theories. But since Pokemon Sun and Moon has been out for almost a year, and all the other games have been out for quite some time, all of the spooky theories have been finished and done to death, done at great length. So, what should I talk about? The true form of Mimikyu again? Well, shocker, that's already been done also. And of course, there are other spooky theories that I haven't personally done, but other people have. So no disrespect to anyone doing that. Thumbs up, more power to you, you do what you want. However, those theories have been finished for almost a year straight now because of the release of Sun and Moon. So, it's going to be Halloween, and spooky Pokemon theories are cool, but we're still waiting for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon, and I'm quite sure there are going to be quite a few more theories to come out just because of that game series alone. With all that said, another big Nintendo game that recently released was Mario Odyssey. So, Mario isn't that creepy. I mean, it's not Resident Evil or anything like that. All games have a dark side to them, but what would be spooky about Mario Odyssey? The price tag, $60? Oh man, that's pretty scary. Having to actually go out and find a Nintendo Switch and be able to come up with an extra $200 to $300 to get it all. Yeah, that's pretty scary too. I could see the old Mario games being a bit more spookier with the whole Mario game that featured Wario, had an entire Halloween-themed set of stages. Really odd, but fun nonetheless. Odyssey does not have any spooky stages, no real spooky bosses. Oddly enough, there isn't even a haunted house level filled with booze, which was really weird to me. But hey man, Mario's a big game, so maybe they just didn't feel like putting it in. And this is a series that's known for games like Luigi's Mansion. But Mario Odyssey does have one of the scariest, most fear-inducing things within the sure-to-be Game of the Year. Yep, the E-rated, E for everyone, Game of the Year has one of the scariest features in games to it. And that would be Cappy. Cappy? Cappy? Yeah, Cappy. This isn't Cappy, but, you know, you add a set of eyes and it's Cappy. The cap that Mario uses on his adventure. That guy right there. Him. Yep. Cappy. And he uses him to get Princess Peach back from the clutches of Bowser. So, before we jump into this, please sign in and get ready to comment down below. And as always, be sure to check into Patreon if you want to see these videos a day early as well. Now, how can one really cute, silly, funny partner be the most fear-inducing creature in Mario Odyssey? Before we go any further, I will be showing the ending to Mario Odyssey to illustrate interesting points later on in the video, so if avoiding spoilers is a must, then please be aware of this. However, this is Mario, and without spoiling the ending, it's Mario. What do you think honestly happens? But Proto, it's already a few minutes in, and you haven't even begun the theory about how Cappy can be the scariest thing within a Mario game. And I'm glad you asked that. Even if you didn't, and this is just dialogue being used to progress the video. Right, so Cappy is a spirit that inhabits a hat. A top hat, or at least it looks like a top hat. At the risk of sounding too uninformed, the game has only been out for less than a week. I've played through it, beaten it, and watched multiple videos on it. Now, why Cappy works with Mario is to get back his sister that is stuck in a tiara that also happens to be on Princess Peach's head. And it turns out that Bowser kidnaps her, forcing Cappy to team up with Mario. Now, before I go any further, let me point out just one massive, massive plot hole here. Cappy can float, do a number of things on his own. Pretty cool, Cap. He's assumed to be a ghost of some kind, possessing a top hat, or just taking that form, once again. His sister, being similar to him, could potentially do the same thing and just float away from Princess Peach anytime she wanted. This isn't like a core feature of the game series. Like, Princess Peach's tiara has always been this amazing, transforming, possessing ghost. The only reason I see that the tiara stays on Peach's head is to progress the plot, and the need for Cappy to stay with Mario. Alright, that aside, Cappy is seriously the spookiest creature in Mario Odyssey because of one feature, and that would be the main gameplay change to Mario itself. Possessing other creatures and using their abilities to play the game. Cappy is a ghost that made a deal with Mario for whatever reason to work with Mario in order to get back his sister, Tiara, and Peach from the grasp of Bowser. I don't know, you could have just said it was his cousin. It would have made just as much sense. It really doesn't matter. The Tiara could have just floated off or possessed Bowser when he wasn't looking and been like, okay, game over, ladies and gentlemen. Mario doesn't have to do all this. I took over Bowser. He's just happy, nice guy now. Nope, that didn't happen. Good old Cappy is a ghost with the ability to bind Mario to the souls of other creatures in order to take over their bodies and force them under the control of Mario's desires. Oh, that cute little Cappy. Mario's amazing partner is like a voodoo magician with some wicked black magic. Cappy should really change his name to the Puppet Master. I wonder if Metallica would have liked that a little bit better. But how do I know this? And why is this so creepy and fear-inducing? Firstly, applying real-world logic to Mario is a bit silly, but with that said, many people often want to know things about games. Whether it's overthinking or just asking silly questions, people want to know the answers and just want to be entertained often. So, how do we know Cappy takes over the user and binds Mario into their soul? Is shown within the final boss of the game itself, Bowser. All throughout the game, it could be assumed that by sending Mario into those that Cappy possesses, could be Mario just taking over their body. Somehow. But how? Mario goes inside Cappy, or the enemy, or what? During the final battle, at the end, Mario jumps inside Bowser and sees many moments from previous Mario games. But as a silly kind of shock value move, Nintendo intentionally made it so that Mario became Bowser and used Bowser's powers to save Peach. Very ironic. But why would Mario see all of those things beforehand if Mario was just inside Cappy's hat and was using his intentions and Cappy's powers to control whoever was being possessed? It's fairly obvious Mario becomes a spectral spirit and binds to the souls of the enemies he needs to possess in order to control them. Because, as creepy as that is, if Mario just went inside those creatures' bodies, and I'm not sure a lot of their internal functions would be working after that, because he would probably rip them apart internally, being a human inside these creatures, and probably die also from the lack of action. But maybe not. I don't know. He can breathe underwater sometimes. Then again, that is just too much real-world logic applied to Mario again. Long story short, Cappy is very terrifying because he enables the outside creatures that he works with to bind other creatures to other creatures' souls, possessing them and forcing them to do and become subjective to that creature's will. Cappy completely manipulates them into doing what he wants them to do, or rather, whatever his partner wants them to do, stripping them of their own free will. Cappy robs creatures of their own free will. Imagine having a good time playing a remote-controlled car in the city 1 minute, then waking up with hours gone, blocks of time missing, wondering where you are. Like, seriously, where is this place? I've never even been here before. Oh, I bet I can't even remember the last 4 hours. Cappy, more like creepy. But I suppose that fighting a giant snapping turtle bent on marrying a princess would be pretty fear-inducing also. So really, it's your choice. the physical or the spiritual. This Halloween, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you know there are scarier things out there than just some spooky monsters or ghosts. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did with a like, and comment down below what you think the scariest thing in Mario games are, not just Odyssey alone. I've been here as Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and thanks for watching.